Hello everybody, welcome back. Omega Given here. I just finished the 3 mile runs, that's why I look like I'm sweaty, because I am, and I gotta do this before I go to work. So, we have ourselves a new patch update. They didn't actually give us a version of this. Yeah, they didn't give us a version of this update, but basically it is the revival update that we've been waiting for a few months now. 4 months, 5 months, I don't know. A little bit now. Alright, let's go through the changes of this patch. Alright, the downed state. I guess that's what they're calling it rather than revival. I guess downstate makes more sense in a way. Alright, death is not an end anymore. Players will now enter a new down state where they can't move, but their friends can work to revive them. Players now drop revive orbs when they die. Their friends will have around 60 seconds to collect them in order to start the revival process. Players can revive downed friends by collecting revival orbs and placing them at a downed player's gravestone. Okay, so there's basically these, well, at least as far as I remember, when I was playing on the test server, they're basically those crystal things that you kind of put into the gravestone, then they appear on the other side, and you grab them and put them in the orb. And once you finish it, you are revived, and you get a little bit of extra time, I think, when you put one in. So it gives you more than I guess it will say 60 seconds. Yeah, that's 60 seconds right there. All right. Players can choose to immediately respond immediately or wait to see if their friends can collect their revive orbs fast enough. I think that's when you grab the orb and put your face. That's when you choose to end your life if there's nobody around to help you out and you just didn't want to wait that 60 seconds. All right, once all revive orbs have been collected, the down player can choose to revive on the spot with low health and a short speed debuff. A short speed debuff. Oh, so that means that you will have less speed because there's a debuff on there. Okay, that's interesting. All right, next we have the hunger update. So we're gonna get a little bit of changes to hunger now. Of course, I think you can change this via server settings most likely, but we'll see. No death from nutrition. Interesting. Your health will go no lower than 5% when your character is starving. Added additional nutrition level. This is displayed as an extra mark on the far right of the nutrition bar. Eating high quality food to reach this mark adds 15% movement speed, that's nice, up to 115% base speed, and increases health regeneration from 1.5% of base health per second to 2.5% of base health per second. Reduce speed and damage penalties for low nutrition. Alright. Just a little side note on this that I can see a problem is that on servers that there's like literally no like sprugles and other ways to get food, you're gonna have a lot of people starving and not being able to die to reset their hunger. That is gonna be a huge issue with this update, I can see. I hope they realize that, because now we're gonna have a bunch of starving people in these high population servers, and they're all gonna be sitting there with a huge debuff and just sitting there dying until they can get food from somebody that will give them their food or something like that. So I can see this actually being a pretty hard thing. It is good for the mines though, like mines or when you're far away, like in the forest. That is pretty good because that way you don't have to die and then come all the way back. But I just see big servers it being a bad thing, so we'll see. All right, when wasting? Is that really how you spell that? Okay, nutrition level is low or is below the first mark on the bar, so like you have 1 mark left. Movement speed changed from 70% base speed to 80%. Damage penalty remains at 65% base damage. Okay. And then when malnourished, nutrition levels between first and second mark on your wrist thing. Movement speed changed from 70 base speed to 90 base speed. And then the damage penalty changed from 70% to 80%. That's the first second mark. Let me move my thing up so you guys can see it. All right. And then when undernourished, nutrition levels between second and third, it's at 100% base speed, and then a damage penalty changed from 85 base damage to 90%. And then added an additional level of fullness. You can now obtain 6 levels of fullness up from 5. Players should be able to eat more food and will see an additional fullness mark above the hunger bar. So that's actually really good because before you can only eat like so many sprugle meat things. I think you can only eat like 2 basically at a time. But I guess this could make it so you can eat 3, which helps you round up a little bit, which is kind of good. I like that change. That's a good change. Added damage rewards to level 5 and 6 fullness. Level 5 makes players deal an extra 7% damage, and fullness level 6 makes players deal an extra 15% damage. That's a huge damage boost right there. 15%. Like, I don't know. I've played a lot of MMOs in my time, and I just know that even 5% is a huge damage boost. And when they're going from like 7, which I'm like, okay, yeah, that works. But then there's a whole nother level where it's 15%, so there's 7% each. That, I don't know. That's just not a consistent thing across MMOs. Of course, they can make the game how they want it. I just know that is a huge damage boost oftentimes. But who cares? Whatever. It's not like the people are fighting each other too much in multiplayer combat. But yes, Glenn, thank you so much for this. This is from Glenn. And I don't know. I like these changes for hunger, like the damage and speed and blah blah blah. I don't like that you can't die from hunger. Like, maybe die eventually, like lengthen the amount of time you have to survive. But no death from hunger kind of might be hard for certain servers that don't, like, where you don't have a ton of food around because it's been collected so much. So I see that being a big problem. I'm really excited for this, the downstate change. That's going to be really fun. People can go into the mines, and if somebody dies accidentally, especially in a trial for PC, then somebody can go and revive them. So I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.